So in this question, we know that we have 80 students who are in year 11, and we know how many studied French and German, how many just studied French, and how many didn't study either language. And what we want to know is how many students studied German. So what we need to do is populate our Venn diagram, and then we can work out how many students are left, and that is therefore how many students studied German. So if we start at the top, so we have 9 students who study French and German. So they must be in the intersect because they study German and they study French. And this group here are in both of the sets. So we know that we have 9 students who study French and study German. We know that we have 35 students who only study French. They don't study German and they don't study anything else. They just study French. And we have 2 students who don't study either language. So they form part of the universal set, but they're not in the German set and they're not in the French set. So they are on the outside. So now we have enough information to work out how many of these students only studied German. So we start with 80 students, and we know that 9 of them study French and German, 35 of them study just French, and 2 of them don't study French or German. So we can then take them away from 80, and that will give us 34. So we now know that 34 students study German. Now you may think, well, actually, if I add it all up, it actually comes to more than 80. But don't forget, we only count the 9 once because the 9 appears in both sets, so we don't count the 9 twice. So it's just 34, add 9, add 35, add 2 will give us the 80, because even though these 9 students appear in the German set and they appear in the French set, you only count them once.